Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are on planet Earth today. Welcome to our presentation. So today's presentation is going to be very, very simple. Pretty much just what are the tricks that we use when you're performing or when you're playing with an arranger keyboard. So before me, I have the Yamaha PSR SX series instrument, and I also have the little candy in the box, the Ketron SD40, which is a nice arranger module. It's a nice add-on you can add to your existing arranger keyboard. So the one good thing when you're talking about arrangers is the fact that you're not stuck with playing a particular song a particular way. Yes, we have some very famous hits and very famous tunes, and most of the time people want to use backing tracks or MIDI files or even song styles to be able to play the songs as close as possible to what the original song sounds like. But what if you want to be creative and you want to take a song, a well-known song like the one we just did, and play it in your own style, right? So what we did here is we went into the Yamaha keyboard and I picked a style which is under the category of movie and show called Eternal Voices. It's a nice style that has a lot of vocal attributes to it within both the variation of the arranger parts and the multi-pads as well, okay? Now, on the Ketron, I picked one of the Gold Pack 4 styles, and if you would notice, just to give you an idea of what is doing what, on the Ketron, I am using the drums, the bass, the chords. Of course, I'm not using the right hand, okay? So all the sounds you're hearing, right lead solo voices, are coming from the Yamaha, and all the style components are coming from the Ketron, okay? So in this particular case, this is the style I've chosen, and I'm going to do this piece again and break it down to explain to you exactly what is what when it comes to this particular arrangement. I have both of these linked up via a MIDI cable, and I've explained in a couple of other videos how to do that. Now I know when it comes to the event series, it's a little bit tricky, so I'm going to do a separate video on that again to explain really how you get the synchronization correct on the event, and also the SD90. Any of those units that use audio elements, audio drums, audio bass, audio guitars, or audio chords, it's a little bit tricky there because of the synchronization between both the audio elements in the Ketron product and the MIDI part, and then of course your external MIDI controller. So right here on this one, what did I do? I went in and of course I started off with intro number 2 on this style. Now because they're synchronized, when I play a chord over here, that's going to trigger the SD40 to start playing. Now notice the Yamaha is not playing yet because I don't have the synchronization turned on. So when I hit a chord, SD40 all the way for now. And then I'm doing just an ad lib, okay? So all the arrangement part you're listening to right now is coming from the SD40. I'm going to go over to the Yamaha. I'm going to use this nice super articulation saxophone. Drum fill, here we go. Now, one of the very beautiful things about the Yamaha keyboard is the ease of use. As you notice there, I was able to introduce one lead voice, another lead voice, another lead voice instantly without having to go into menus. So in the first case, I actually had that saxophone. And then I added this over here just by sliding my hand over there to, keeping that note on. So these are, again, arranger tricks that I'm trying to show you because people have been asking like how I play and, what are the different things. Of course, in this particular song also, you had me do something like this. So I'm using a couple of passing chords over there rather than just having to play the standard chords. Again, this is where your creativity comes in when you're trying to create something a little bit different from the original, Now I'm going to introduce the Yamaha part, okay? Synchronized start, and the Yamaha doesn't start playing until I play the chord after pressing the synchronize button. Now the Yamaha is playing as well. In the multi-pad. Another variation from the Yamaha. Passing chord. Fill in. D on the Yamaha, break and fill, arrange the D. Ad lib right now. Another good instrument. So as you can see, the sky is indeed the limit, because when it comes to arranger, the whole purpose of purchasing an arranger keyboard is because you want to arrange music. Yes, most of the folks out there purchase an arranger keyboard because they want to be able to create existing songs, right? So many people don't really use an arranger as a song creating tool. They would rather get a workstation for that. But what I want to show you is how you can cut your time in half if you want to get into music production or even creating a song. This is a popular song that we just did, but we did it our way. We did it our style. And the power of using the Ketron SD40 is that it enhances whatever arranger you have. Just the drums alone, if I were to do this, okay, just having this alone, that live drum together with the Yamaha keyboard is a big addition on that. It's a big addition to what I already have on here. Of course, another great aspect of the Ketron is the live bass. Now, if you notice, the bass is not redundant, right? This is a 16-bar style. Listen to the bass on this for a minute. Let's go to variation C. That is a bass line or bass pattern coming from the SD40. Most of the bass lines that we have on this arranger are simplistic. In other words, they are not complicated patterns. On the SD40, what makes the music move is some of these complicated bass patterns. Now, if I add a live drum, now add the chords, everything is now from the 40. I haven't turned the Yamaha on yet. Yamaha comes in. You see, and one of the good things about this arrangement, if you see what I'm doing, is the capability to turn things on and off in sync, so that nothing really sounds redundant, nothing sounds boring, okay? If I don't want the Ketron on, I can do this. All that is the Yamaha, okay? Now, if I do want the Ketron on, now let's do the Yamaha as well. You can see how it adds to it. So I figured I would use that popular example, that popular tune, to show you exactly how powerful it is when you combine a very small, tiny, but don't let its size fool you, arranger module from Ketron. In this case, it's the SD40. It could be also the more pricey Event X or EVM. In that case, you're going to a whole new price level. Of course, you're getting more quality, more quantity, more of everything. But something like the SD40, as small as it is very, very powerful to make your existing arranger sound like a live band. Again, this is AJ at Ketron. I shall catch you all in the next video. And I'm going to touch on something very important. There's been a couple of requests of a few videos going around talking about some sort of a lag or delay when it comes to the response of the Ketron event series. I'm going to explain that and explain how that issue can be addressed within the arranger. Again, sometimes when something is not working correctly, you'd have to talk about the user or the user error rather than the machine being at fault. So in the next video or so, I'm going to address that particular issue. Again, I should catch you all in the next video. Take care and have a good evening or a good day or a good night. Ciao.